Plant-based milks have surged in popularity over the past decade, evolving from niche supermarket products to mainstream staples that sit alongside traditional dairy on store shelves. The rise of almond, oat, and soy milks reflects a combination of health-conscious choices, ethical considerations, and environmental awareness. For many consumers, the question is no longer whether to try plant-based milk, but which type offers the most meaningful benefits for nutrition, sustainability, and everyday practicality. From a nutritional standpoint, plant-based milks are surprisingly versatile. Soy milk has long been recognized as the most comparable to cow's milk in terms of protein content, offering roughly 7 to 8 grams per cup. This makes it an attractive option for those seeking to maintain muscle mass or support general nutrition without relying on animal products. Almond milk, by contrast, tends to be lower in protein, often under 2 grams per cup, but is rich in vitamin E and naturally low in calories, appealing to individuals managing weight or caloric intake. Oat milk has become the go-to choice for many coffee enthusiasts due to its creamy texture, and it provides a modest amount of fiber while often being fortified with calcium and B vitamins. Dairy milk, meanwhile, remains the gold standard for natural calcium, vitamin D, and protein, but plant-based options now rival or even exceed these nutrients when fortified, making them viable alternatives without sacrificing essential dietary benefits. Beyond nutrition, plant-based milks offer environmental advantages that appeal to a growing segment of eco-conscious consumers. Producing almond or oat milk generally requires fewer greenhouse gas emissions than dairy farming, though water use for almonds is higher than for some other crops. Oat milk is particularly sustainable due to oat's low environmental footprint and minimal resource requirements, making it a compelling choice for those who prioritize both taste and planetary impact. Soy, too, demonstrates strong environmental credentials, with relatively low land and water usage compared with dairy cows. For many consumers, the environmental benefits are more than a selling point. They represent an ethical alignment with efforts to reduce climate impact and animal exploitation. Affordability and accessibility also shape consumer decisions. Plant-based milks have traditionally carried a higher price tag than cow's milk, particularly premium or barista blends designed for lattes and specialty drinks. However, competition among brands and the growth of supermarket house brands have narrowed this gap significantly. Many oat and soy milks are now priced comparably to conventional milk, especially when purchased in bulk, making them a practical choice rather than just a trendy one. Availability has also expanded, with cafes, restaurants, and even school programs incorporating plant-based options, signaling a shift from niche to normalized consumption. Another layer of appeal comes from the sensory experience and culinary flexibility. Oat and almond milks offer naturally sweet and creamy profiles that enhance beverages and recipes without added sugar. Soy milk, often described as neutral and versatile, can be used in baking, cooking, and coffee drinks without drastically altering flavor. Even dairy milk enthusiasts may find plant-based alternatives complementary, mixing different types for specific textures or tastes, illustrating that these beverages are not just substitutes, but creative ingredients in their own right. Consumer experiences further highlight the positive aspects. People with lactose intolerance, milk allergies, or ethical concerns about animal welfare can enjoy nutrient-rich alternatives without compromise. Taste tests frequently show a growing number of individuals preferring the flavor and texture of oat or almond milk over dairy, indicating that plant-based options can satisfy both health and sensory desires. Additionally, fortified plant-based milks make it easier for parents to introduce children to diverse nutritional sources, supporting bone health and overall growth even in households that minimize or avoid dairy. In conclusion, plant-based milks are much more than a fleeting trend. They offer credible nutritional benefits, with soy standing out for protein, almond for vitamin E and low calories, and oat for fiber and texture. Environmental considerations reinforce their value, particularly for those motivated by sustainability. With increasing affordability, widespread availability, and broad culinary application, these milks are practical, enjoyable, and adaptable for a variety of lifestyles. While dairy milk remains a strong nutritional option, plant-based alternatives have matured into a legitimate choice for health-conscious, environmentally aware, and taste-driven consumers alike, demonstrating that their rise is rooted in substance rather than mere trendiness.